It seems unsurmountable. I don't know where to begin, and the mainstream way I've been taught is confusing. I don't know where to start, and it just doesn't work. But then I found the concept of targeting, and it changed how I see the inner workings of music. I can do it now. I can sound like my favorite musician, but still sound like me. This isn't just a story that my students have. This was my story. I struggled even into my college years. I was studying with great local musicians. I was playing with others that were better than me. I was going to jam sessions. I copied, I imitated, I bought books, I transcribed, but nothing was really connecting the dots. Now, was it divine intervention? Well, maybe, but I was looking at a few transcriptions and noticed a pattern that nobody was really talking about. It wasn't about licks, it wasn't about scales. It was about where they were heading. They were aiming at something. How they got there changed from player to player, song to song. But I took note of this and started applying it to my own playing. Now all of a sudden, all of the different tools that I was taught and that I read about, they started making much more sense. So I applied this approach to my own playing and started teaching it to some of my students and noticed an incredible transformation in their playing. Here's just a few testimonials from my students.
Prior to meeting Jason, I was pretty much lost in a sea of jazz knowledge between YouTube videos and method books that I have. I must have 50 method books, jazz scales books, improvisation books, play-along books, Aebersold books, you name it, I've got the book, I promise you. And despite having all those books, I was no closer to becoming an improvisational trumpet player that I wanted to be. And so I got with Jason, and he started breaking all of this knowledge down. I often call him my jazz priest. He was someone I could go to, ask questions. He had answers.
Hi, my name is Corbin, and I'm a student bassist, and targeting improvisation with purpose has helped me not just with improvising, but also with my walking bass lines. And I've been told for however long to outline the chords so that if I'm playing a C chord, I'm doing C, E, and G. But this has shown me new ways to approach those notes, and if it's chromatic or if it's pentatonic, it's given me a fresh way to look at improvising and walking bass lines.
Taking Jason's targeting method has opened up a whole new way of thinking about jazz improv for me. Before it was scales, the scale over that chord, but his targeting and use of pentatonics has made it a lot easier for me.
I hope you'll check out my site, check out Targeting Improvisation with Purpose, buy the books, schedule a lesson if you'd like a personalized plan of action, but I hope that today you'll find a better way to improvise.